Freshly watched strawberries, it's very lovely to see you here today. Bitcoin and the crypto markets have taken a little bit of a tumble, but nobody is surprised because we are still in Rectember. This is the 1 hour chart and this is the weekly chart. We are still grinding along in what seems like an eternity. We've been here for now 189 days. It's going to probably clock around 200. We're hoping that October brings us some pumpermental friendship. We are running off the back of the US Fed, who said they're going to keep rates on hold for a long time. They expect for about 1 year. And just to refresh your memory, they have done this once before. And when was it? It was right here, right before the GFC, right before everything went down to Goblin Town. This is a period of 12 months holding. So the US Fed is very optimistic that they'll be able to do it. I don't think that's going to happen at all. Why? The unemployment rate, 100% of the time, whenever the unemployment rate goes up by 0.5%, whenever it spikes up this much, 0.5% is all you need. And in the past 70 years, every single time the US Fed cut rates. Every single time. So we were at 3.4%. Okay. Now we are on 3.8% unemployment rate. So if we just tick up once more, we might see the market start to price in cuts. That's why the next job results is going to be important coming over the next 1 to 2 months. They come out on the first Friday of the month, the US non-farm payroll. And this is the ETH BTC chart. We are waiting to see what happens. If you notice, it looks like it's curling down to go down forever. This is the ETH BTC. Ethereum has been a bit weak lately. This is the Ethereum daily chart. Look at this pattern here. So this is where the super trend is. Remember, it's daily. This is a daily super trend. Ethereum went to my golden ropes and then it's just tumbled down a bit. But if we have a look at Bitcoin by comparison, Bitcoin is like touching my golden ropes. It didn't reject off it. Just to show you that Bitcoin has a bit of strength. It could be insiders slowly starting to gobble up Bitcoin before an expected ETF from Roca Negra or any of the other corrupt SEC approved overlords. But we're going to wait and see, because traditionally in past cycles, Ethereum hasn't done well in the fourth quarter of the year. It's kind of slugged it out. And I remember this every year. But then as soon as the new year begins, it kickstarts into something new. I remember periods of years. So as you can see right now, look at this is 2021. Look at this. This was the last 3 months. See, it tumbled down here right before the bull market as well. Here is October, November. See, September is here. So we went down here. We went down here. As you can see, by the end of usually every quarter, the final quarter of the year, it doesn't do too well. You can even see here, went down. So I don't know why it happens. Perhaps people are just waiting for the new year. Usually when the new year comes, January, you just start to see some sort of just, there's a new air going around. People can just speculate on more things in the future, and hopefully that means more green candles. And I would like to remind you to please keep your posture straight and never forget this. Everybody who supports the corrupt SEC is a low testosterone beta male. We are never cucked. This is unequivocally 100% true. We all know it. Anybody who takes the side of the SEC, I will automatically go against them. And you should too. You let them know, the little cucks. They have to know. They will know. All right? You let them know that they're turning their back on the industry, and we're not going to stand for it. And as Davey James, a friend of the channel, says, they are soy drinkers. They are soy lovers. In their bathtubs, they sprinkle a lot of soy in there. They chug it around. They go around. They roll around in it. Don't ever back down from this. And we are following up on the BitBoy Ben Armstrong scandal. You see, friends, BitBoy was one of the many. There was like 20 main characters of the last season. There are none left. Even Justin Sun. I thought Justin Sun was going to make it to the end. I made some posts about it. But then he lost his excellency status. No, that's like Samson removing his hair. How could you lose your excellency status? He'll always be his excellency to me. So with Ben Armstrong, he goes on and explains. He's starting to record and stream right now, by the way. He explains some of the inner workings and backstabbings going on, friends. I just want you to know, please, especially in this crypto industry, don't trust anybody. Everyone is out to get you. They only care about yourselves. And I want you to know, the people saying nasty things about BitBoy, if you go into the thread, they are also the round elbow cuckolds who were saying, I side with the SEC against Richard Hart. They were saying that. They are what we call little bitches. They are weak. They're cowards. Like, who sides with the corrupt SEC, man? They're literally trying to send you to zero. It's a definition of being a cuck. I can't believe it. Have a listen to BitBoy.
So anyways, and et tu, Brute. That's Allison. I can't believe Allison stabbed me in the back. Out of everybody, I can't believe that Allison stabbed me in the back. It's unbelievable. You see, her husband is illegal. I don't know if you guys know that. Her husband is an illegal immigrant from Mexico. And I paid her $5,000 for free. I gave her personally $5,000 for her to start the process with a lawyer trying to make him legal. And he's her husband. Her family doesn't know, thinks it's her boyfriend, but they've been married for about 5 years. And I also gave her a raise from like $50K or $40K a year to $80K a year. And she stabbed me in the back. She was the one that started the entire thing. It's unbelievable, the backstabbing that occurred to me. Once again, why? I can't tell you. I don't know. I don't know why these people did what they did.
All right, friends. So that was the first segment from BitBoy mentioning that there is a character inside the office who has been doing some very nasty things, allegedly. Now, if you've been following the story, I think she was the girl, went into his house, grabbed his drugs, which is just steroids, took him to the office, took a photo of them in his office. So they tried to frame him as if he was like some madman who was just doing drugs inside the office. So this is how nasty and dirty it gets. Just to catch you up, BitBoy almost died when he was younger. He was OD'd. He was a drug addict. He's now reformed. So just to let you know from characters, friends, see, people, they kind of gravitate towards themselves, right? You know, and BitBoy, he trusted a lot of people. You can tell. He trusted a lot of people. He's like, you know what? You've been given a hard time. You got a shady past. But, you know, I had a shady past too. Let me give you a chance. And it seems like it's all just one big mess. I'm not taking a side at all. Not taking a side at all. I just want to let you know, friends, it's a bear market. You probably don't want to donate anything. Like, it's a big mess. But we're just here to cover this story. I want to see the final main character before Gary Guzler himself. There's literally just one more left. So a lot of these things are going on, and there's a lot of backstabbings, and he even continues in another video. So at first, I thought, I know on the surface, I was like, you know what? Maybe he just did everything. Maybe they're all making it up. But then you hear his side, and you see some things, and you're like, well, this is just going to take a while to figure out.
They're snakes. Allison is the one that when she broke into my house, guys. She broke into my house. She stole pills from my cabinet. She tracked me illegally through my personal email address. She gave people looking for me that wanted to hurt me access to accounts so they could track me. Think about it. After I was already fired from the company. That's the one, guys, that hurts the most. I spent a lot of nights crying about this. Like, I just can't believe that after all that I did for her, she was family. She was family. That she would stab me in the back and watch me bleed and publicly humiliate my family. And not a word of apology. She just said, I apologize to her for putting her through that, you know, because I'm trying to save the company at that point. And you know what? Oh, it's okay. No apology for stabbing me in the back. What were you doing, Allison? Were you trying to protect Bethany? Were you trying to protect my family? You trying to protect my family? Were you, Allison? Willing to blackmail me and publicly humiliate me and my family? Is that what you were willing to do, Allison?
It's crazy, isn't it? To see all these backstabbings and, like, you know, as I said, I was like, wait a minute. They came out and they said, we're worried about his family. We're worried about his family. And they go out and publicly humiliate him. So it's dirty on all sides, friends. Let me know what you think, by the way. Do you even want to take a side? If you've been watching my videos, remember, friends, almost having an opinion, you're wasting your time already. Just to let you know, okay, we're here for the bull market. I'm here because I care about you. I want you to win, friends. I want you to keep pushing on, soldiering on. We have a bull market. We're going to have so many narratives going on. There's going to be Roca Negra and then so many overlords coming in to take our coins at the very end. They're going to try fool us with a Jim Cramer big bull target. Don't forget these shadowy snakes. They are everywhere, friends, even within the community. We have to remember to stay strong. Speaking of staying strong, ChainLink versus Ethereum. This is a monthly candle. I know it is still in the absolute dump of all dumps, down minus 91%. But there is a glimmer of hope. This green candle is seeming to print, and ChainLink is battling through this Rectember FUD with the stock market tumble. So this is ChainLink USD on a weekly. Now, if I just put on a 1 hour, you'll be able to see a bit of its strength, friends. You'll be able to see maybe a 4 hour, you get to see it better. Yeah, there you go. So ChainLink, for some reason, out of nowhere, Jewish holiday finishes, and then bang. So, I mean, I got a feeling, to be honest, someone was talking to Sergey, watching him speak. Somebody saw Lazar Fink, the reptilian overlord, the Roca Negra CEO there. They were rubbing shoulders. They were being lizards. They were doing what lizards do. They just hang out on rocks and wait for the sun to come out. And they realized, wait a minute. This ChainLink thing, that's right. This is a reptilian coin. I'm going to get in. That's what I kind of feel happens. Otherwise, how do you explain this? Why are you going up by yourself? Has to be something going on. So ChainLink is starting to show some strength. It's got a long way to go. Don't forget, friends, for ChainLink, the price is $8. It's got to close a week above $8. So it being at $6.70, not good enough yet. Now, of course, I want to speak about PulseChain. Now, this is good marketing because this tilts a lot of people. I love seeing this. That's why I make it for you, just to show you. Okay, so all you got to do is you zoom in to the tiniest time frame you can to get a green candle display. So if your coin's doing good on the monthly, use a monthly. If you have to go down to a weekly, go down to that. Daily, 4 hour, 1 hour. You can see here, I can only do a 4 hour because we've been obliterated in Hex, PulseChain, and PulseX community. But it doesn't really matter. See, people don't care. And I don't care either. So you just go down until the best time frame and then just go to the bottom of the range, mark it to the top of the range, and go, wow, we are up 32%. That's all you need. That's just all you need. Big green text, friends. Big green text. And by the way, I manually constructed this chart. This is Pulse versus BTC. Pulse BTC. You can grab it on TradingView. You have to type it in. You have to divide it by each other. So this is why I mentioned you. Pulse is beating Bitcoin by 32% in the past 30 days. Now, this is the most important. You know what I love, friends? You know what I love? Anybody can watch my videos, okay, that they like, subscribe, press the belly button and all, and shock the algorithm for me. Any single person can watch these and they say, wait a minute, this guy, this peanut brain, he sounds convicted, but then I'm watching him explain stuff and it's all just a game. Oh yeah, welcome Habib. Marketing is all just a game. Everything you know, everything you do, why do you even wear cologne? Why don't you just spray, I don't know, bug spray? You know what I mean? It's because you watch some movies out there, some advertisements where they have that sexy chiseled dude walking around, all the babes walk around him. He's like, I want to smell like this. Yeah, but why do you buy that bottle? You can just go make that for like $4. Why do you buy that specific bottle that's shaped like a half man of a chest with a hot lady in front of him? You know, it's because of marketing messaging is put into your brain. When you're thirsty, why do you want Coca-Cola? Why don't you just go tap water? You're like, no, Coke tastes good. Does it taste good? Or have they been blasting it on the airways for like 45 straight years and they've put it in every single movie, every TV ad? So marketing is just a game. It's just a game of messaging. It's how can I find the most effective words to put in people's heads for them to remember? It's the same thing with Bitcoin. Fix the money, fix the world. You ain't fixing anything except early people's wallets who bought. That's what you're doing. All right, so look at this. So I said, as soon as a coin goes up, the reason we're going up is because the market realized that PulseChain is real DeFi. The market also enjoys freedom of speech. PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex are the keys to the future of crypto. Now, why is this genius? I don't ever call myself genius. My friend said to me, wow, this is genius. Why? My friend pointed it out to me, and he said to me, he goes, it's genius because whenever the candles go up, journalists, soy boys and soy girls, they want a narrative to attach. They need the narrative to attach. So I thought, as a peanut brain, I'm like, oh, you want a narrative to attach? Well, this little peanut brain is going to give you the narrative. How about I control the narrative? I tell you what narrative you want. And this is the narrative we choose. PulseChain's real DeFi. That's why it went up. Freedom of speech. People enjoy freedom of speech. That's why they bought this. Friends, it doesn't even have to matter, okay? All that matters is if there is, look at this, we got 635. Do you think, honestly, I tag ChainLink, I tag Bitcoin, Ethereum. Do you think 600 people give a damn about those coins? They don't. We are down in PulseChain and Hex ecosystem. That is down so much. If you were to correlate how much engagement it should get versus what it's getting, this makes absolutely no sense. I can actually emphatically tell you it is racist for the prices to be down this low. Like this, I should be getting like 12 likes. You're down minus 99.5%. What are you even doing? Okay, I'll tell you what we're doing. We are being scammed by the soy boys and the paper hands who are selling. But guess what? They think they're scamming us. Let me tell you something. They're only scamming themselves. Me and you, we're going to scam each other to a high level of friendship. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button on, and catch you in the next one. Tell mom and dad we love and appreciate them. Tell mom and dad the market wants real DeFi. and freedom of speech. Catch you in the next one.